Hey guys, what's going on? Riddler here, and it is Sega Saturn collection time, collection video, and this is the long-awaited full collection of my Sega Saturn Satakore collection. So I started this back in April 2015, so 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago, and I started a collection that I thought no one else was doing. I'd never seen anyone collect for the Sega Saturn Satakore range, which is like the red spine, red label game collection, like the budget range. And I thought it would be fun to do because it would, you know, keep my interest in my Sega Saturn collection going. I found a load of new games on that range that I really was interested in and found they were really good, and yeah, kept my desire for the Sega Saturn going. And here we are 4 years later, and I finally completed the collection. 66 games in the list, and I didn't think it was going to be as hard, as long as it took. But the last few games took a long time to find, but it's finally completed. So check it out. Here it is. All 66 games here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a nice overview of each and every game, and I've got my list of how much it cost me, how much each game costs, the prices and everything. So as I did a couple of years ago with my most expensive Sega Saturn games, I did a list of my top 12 games, how much they cost at prices. Looking back on that video now, some of the games seem quite cheap, but they were expensive at the time. But as with the Sega Saturn, typically prices are just continuing to go up year by year by year. So I thought I'd make this video now with all these games, showing over the last 4 years how much I've paid for them. So maybe I'll look back on this video in 5, maybe 10 years, maybe even 15 years time, and think, well, they were cheap, but at the time now, here in 2019, back all the way back to 2015, some of them were quite expensive, but maybe in 5 or 10 years time, when I'm looking back on this video, I'll think, oh, they seem quite cheap because the prices, you know, kept going up. There's some really, really rare, hard to find games in this list. So yeah, this is going to be quite a long video, so sit back, check it out, relax, enjoy. I'm going to go through each and every one of these games and tell you how much I've paid for it. And I'm going to keep a running tally of the prices. And I think it's interesting because when people pick up Sega Saturn games in general, you don't really see them telling you how much they paid for them. They say, oh, I've done it in my, you know, I do it a lot, you know, I paid a good price for it and stuff, you know. You're not going to say the pounds and pence, but here we go. I've got the list of every penny, every pound I spent on these games. This is barring postage. This is just the game. It's actually, does it include, I think I've not included postage, just the game, the price I paid for the game itself. So we're going to start from the least expensive to the most expensive. And the thing is with the Sega Saturn range, Satakore range, I'll show you one of these games for example. This is what they look like. They're the games with the red spine card, red spines, kind of like the budget range. Now when these games were originally released, they were, you can see it on the game, I'll show you. When they were originally released, they were released at a price of 2,800 yen. So I guess the idea at the end of this video is to see, with all 66 games, did I spend less than a total amount on each game, or did I break even, or did I spend more? And I'll be interested in the future, like I say, in 5-10 years, looking back and seeing, did I, overall, did I make a good decision in the prices I paid for these games? So without further ado, I'm going to do a little switch around, I think a little setup, and we're going to go through each game. And yeah, I'll tell you how much I paid for it. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so let's do this. Start at the top. So first game, Enemy Zero. So this cost me 76 pence. 76 pence. And this is like a survival horror game like Resident Evil, essentially. This does have a spine card, I just haven't put it in the case. So this whole collection is every game with the red spine card, so that's the spine card for that one. Yeah, Enemy Zero, 76 pence. Next one, Nihon Pro Wrestling featuring Virtua. So that's a wrestling game, obviously, 3D style. And this one cost me, again, 76 pence. Next one is the Conveni. This is, well, it's essentially like a convenience store simulation game. So you like create your own kind of shop, convenience store, and you have to manage and run it. So that's called the Conveni. This one cost me 77 pence. So yeah, much less than 2,800 yen, which is £19. So good start. 77 pence on that one. This is like a war simulation battle game. This is Advanced World War. This one cost me £1.53. Tokyo Mahjong Land. This is like I guess like a mini games board game. Tokyo Mahjong Land. This one cost me £2.07. This is Concept. I think it's some sort of card battle game. Really interesting, and I think it is anyway. Oh no, it's kind of like a Final Fantasy kind of RPG actually. In fact, Concept. No, I think this is one of the more harder ones to find. I think. This one cost me £3.07. This is Sword and Sorcery. This one cost me £3.84. This is another Final Fantasy style kind of RPG. £3.84 on that one. Tetris S, £3.84. Again, same as the Concept. Tetris S is Tetris, obviously. I think it's like a 2-player version. You can get a 2-player version there. Dragon Force. This is again another one. £3.84. These are prices only. This is not with postage. This is what I paid for the game. £3.84. Dragon Force. D no Shokutaku. This is, I think, another kind of. It's not survival horror. It's more like, if you think of like a game like Myst. Remember Myst on the PC back in the day? It's kind of like that. £3.93 this one cost me. D no Shokutaku. K1 Fighting Illusion. This is like a 3D fighting game with kind of real digitized kind of characters. Kind of, not digitized, but 3D. Kind of like the Virtua Wrestling Nihon Pro game. This one cost me £4.23. Terra Fantastica. This is £4.23 as well. This one cost me. Side Pocket. This is a pool game. Pool, snooker, billiards, whatever you want to call it. This is £4.60. This is definitely one of the harder ones to find, especially with the spine card. So when they pop up, I'll tell you which ones took me ages and which ones were the hard to find one. This is definitely one of them. So we were happy to get that one. I was. Princess Maker 2. This is one of 2 copies I had. I got another one because the spine card on this one was very faded. So I went and bought another one. So yeah, it was kind of like a duplicate, but this is the one I bought again. This is £4.65. This is like a simulation game. You like create and manage like a princess kind of thing. Kind of RPG-ish, I guess. More simulation, I guess. Sakura Taisen, Sakura Wars. Spine cards inside here. Oh, this one's from Hokuto Games, so there's a little shout out there if you want to check them out on eBay. Nice big map with this one, but there's the spine card inside there. Sakura Taisen. You can get these on the Dreamcast as well, but this is the Saturn version. This one, did I say this was £4.99? £4.99. This is Kochira Nakagara Land. I think this is like a board game, mini games. It's more like a board game. This is £5. This one was £5, so we're still well under that average threshold of £19 per game. The prices don't start to jump up for a while yet, so £5 on that one. Fire Pro Wrestling, £5.37. Everyone knows Fire Pro Wrestling, classic game. Real kind of like a cult following as well, I think as well. Super Nintendo, Dreamcast, Super Famicom, Dreamcast versions. Fire Pro Wrestling, create, manage your own kind of wrestling guy. This was £5.37. Yeah. Let's straighten these up before they fall over. This pile is getting lower now. Let's adjust the camera. DX Jinsei. This is the game of life. So this is a board game. DX Jinsei, £5.38. This is Shanghai. This is Shanghai Baruri no Choju. So this is a mahjong game. Yeah, mahjong. This is, I would say, cheap, but this is, for what it is, quite expensive. £5.51 on this one. Yeah, from Sunsoft, which is a good developer. So a good mahjong game. Okay, who's next? Gun Griffin. This was £5.97. This is like a war. You're like a mech on this one. Gun Griffin games are awesome, so definitely play these. Great fun, fantastic. Nights into Dreams goes without saying. Everyone knows what this is. This is £5.97 as well. £5.97 on this one. Pro Mahjong Kiwame S. Another Mahjong game. One of the 3 Mahjong games in this whole Satakore range. So yeah, Mahjong. This one was £6.15. Sea Bass Fishing. I think this was a hard one to find as well. So very happy when I picked up this one. It's interesting, it's got the Victor logo as well, and I've got a Victor Saturn. So this one was £6.15, so same as the Mahjong game previously. £6.15. So yeah, obviously a fishing game. This was absolutely this is gold dust. This was a great find. Very, very hard to find this game, especially with the spine card, but on its own, just so hard to find. This one took me forever. This is J-League Soccer Pro 2. It's a football simulation game. Like, we had Premier Manager here in England, or what was it? Soccer Manager or whatever, Football Manager. This is essentially that. It's a Japanese version. This was £6.82. Great price for what it was. A very, very, very hard to find game. But yeah, good fun to play. If you like those kind of things. Let's bring these a little closer. Let's put this down a bit. Langrisser 3. So Langrisser 3 and 4 is in this collection. This is obviously an RPG, Japanese RPG. Language 3. This was £7.30. Another one of the really hard to find games. So I was really happy to get a copy of this one. Greatest 9.98 baseball game. This one was £7.67. So yeah, definitely one of the hard to find ones to find. But there was a seller, and I think he's still on eBay. He had a bunch of them, so they might be all gone, but you might be lucky if you want to grab a copy of that. Falcom Classics. This has 3 fantastic games on here. Especially one of the Dragon Force games, which I've played a lot. Fully playable in English. Absolutely hidden gem. Hidden gem. So pick this game up and you won't be disappointed. This is... oh, actually, no. Beg your pardon. What is this one? Greatest... Is this the Falcon Classics one? No, it's not. Sorry, this is Text Hoth Ludo. This is a board game. Falcon Classics is further down. This is Text Hoth Ludo. And yeah, sorry, it's a card game. I'm looking at the wrong one. This is Text Hoth Ludo. This was £7.69. As well as this game, Steep Slope Sliders, £7.69. Snowboarding game, 3D, not too bad. Obviously those kind of graphics for the time, but yeah, all right for the Sega Saturn. £7.69 on those two. This is the classic. This is Falcom Classics, beg your pardon, with the Dragon Force games on here. Absolutely playable in English. Hidden gem, fantastic games on here, so definitely pick one of these up. This is £8.50. I got this one for Falcom Classics. Obviously no-brainer, goes without saying. Virtua Fighter 2, £8.45 on that one. This is Baku Animal. This was £8.45. Board game, puzzler, Baku Animal, that kind of game. 2-player, good fun, craziness. Devil Summoner. This is Shin Megami Tensei. So this is where it all began, I think. I think there might be a Famicom version, so it might not have been where it began. But this is Devil Summoner. Zoom. You can see that. Devil Summoner. Shin Megami Tensei. From Atlas. And this cost £9.13. So we're nearly well, I think we're about halfway now. This is Momotaru Dochuki. Very, very Japanese mini game, puzzle game, board game, kind of game, game. Very, very, very Japanese. Momotaru is like the Japanese mythology kind of story. Peach Boy, that's what that is. From Hudson Soft. And this one was £9.22. Great PC port, Command & Conquer. 2 discs on this game, so you can play as the good guys and the bad guys. National console support. Japan. There's the spine card. So this comes with 2 discs. The GDI disc, who I believe are the good guys, and NOD, you can play as the bad guys. So double bubble for your money. This is £9.22. 2DO Arikoto wa Sando Aru. This is a puzzle game, board game, mini games. Another very, very Japanese kind of set of games here. So yeah, 2DO Arikoto wa Sando Aru. This was £9.22. Oh, there's the name in English. £9.22 on that one. So we're halfway there. So just this pile now. So the prices are going to start to jump up. So yeah, let's start at the top. Tomb Raider, or Tomb Raiders. Great version on the Saturn, nicely updated from the PlayStation version, better graphics. £9.61. Puyo Puyo 2. There's two Puyo Puyo games on the Saturn. There's this and Puyo Puyo Sun, which are both in this collection. This is Puyo Puyo 2. Nice, crazy Japanese kind of, you know, this is on the Mega Drive, called Mean Bean Machine, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, if you're familiar with that. This is £9.80. Albert Odyssey from Sunsoft. Classic, great RPG. Actually, really good. Really good. Look at the graphics on that. Immense. Great game. This is £9.98. Albert Odyssey, a classic on the Saturn. Here's the other one, Puyo Puyo Sun. This is the better of the two games. So if you're going to buy one of them, get this one. Puyo Puyo Sun. This one is £11.05. So we're in the double figures with the prices now, but we're still under that £19 average. Technomotor, sorry. This is like a music making game, like you make music, like a band. This was one of the very hard to find games, so I was really happy to finally get a copy of this. It's another one of the games that made this whole collection take much longer than I was expecting. £11.52 I paid for that, so a great price indeed. And I'm sure in 5 or 10 years time it will be an even better price. Langrisser 4, so this is the second Langrisser game that's in this collection. Langrisser 4, number 4, £12.99 I paid for this one. Yes, there it is. I should have put some music or something in the background. It's very quiet here, but here we go. Data East. This is Magical Drop 3. So these are the arcade kind of games. This one was like, I think this was on like the Neo Geo. One of these games was on the Neo Geo. So kind of like Puzzle Bobble style-esque, different. I think they're on the Famicom as well. Magical Drop 3. This was £13.83. Getting to the bottom, guys. We're getting to the bottom. There it is. It's in sight. Sega Rally 2. Sega Rally Championship on the Saturn. The best racing game on the Saturn, bar none. £13.83. Seems quite pricey actually for Sega Rally, but this is, I think this is a Netlink edition, plus it's the Satakore with a spine card, so it's going to be a little bit more than a standard Sega Rally version, which I'm not fussed about, because I'm sure again in time the prices will get better on that. So this is, what is this one? This is, I think this is the last Mahjong game. So this is Honkaku Pro Mahjong. Yeah, Honkaku Pro Mahjong. That's what that one is. Naxat Soft. So not a bad Mahjong game again, but Mahjong's Mahjong at the end of the day. This one cost £14.51. This was an amazing find. I was so happy. This was definitely one of the hardest ones to find as well. It took me ages. I made a video about when I picked it up a couple of years ago. Sonic Jam Satakore version with the spine card. Oh my god, what a find. £15.37. This one cost me. Yeah, great game. Sonic Jam. Layer Section, 2D shoot 'em up, 2D shmup. I sold my gold spine version of this I had originally, so I've got this one now, so it's all good. Layer Section Satakore version, £15.37. Yes, always one of the cheaper shooters layer section as well. You can get it for around £5 to £10, but I think in the recent years the prices even on the gold version started to go up. But this one's Satakore, £15, 37 pence. Puzzle Bobble 2, Neo Geo arcade style game. You know this one, everyone knows this one. £16 and 22 pence I paid for that one. Dynamite Decker, Dynamite Cop, great kind of 3D battle action game. This one cost £18 and 83 pence. Yes, so prices are jumping up now, nearly at the £20 mark. £18 and 83 pence on that one. Decathlete. This is actually factory sealed. I still haven't opened this one, so I haven't played it. This is sealed, brand new. You can see the Sega seal on the bottom there. Sports game. This one cost £19 and 14 pence. And it's got this, yeah, I didn't want to open it as well because it's got this official sticker on there as well. So this one's a bit of a treasure in my collection. I think I might have the gold label version of this to play anyway, so I'll keep this one as it is. Here we go, House of the Dead. This was actually much better than I thought it was going to be. An absolute treasure of a game. Fantastic on the Sega Saturn. Even just playing it with the controllers. So much replay value. What a fantastic game. I thought there was going to be horrible slowdown, but it's actually very, very playable game. They did actually a very good job on this. Loads of replay value. Definitely check it out. Give it a shot. Don't expect amazing graphics, but it's all about the gameplay. That cheesy kind of B-movie style shoot 'em up game. House of the Dead. Give it a try. This one, £19 and 58 pence. Very expensive. So yeah, just still under the average. Just under 2,800 yen I paid for that. Yeah, House of the Dead. Gundam. So here we go. All these prices from now on are over the average of 2,800 yen. All of these games I paid more than 2,800 yen for. So these are the most expensive games now. Gundam, this cost me £21 and 26 pence. Oof, whereas you buy the gold version of this and it'll cost you like £2 or £3. It's really crazy. But because these are Satakore games and these are harder to find, more rare, more sought after, I would imagine, these are going to be more expensive now. So you're going to see the prices start to rise up. So £21 and 26 pence for that one. Saturn Bomberman, 8 to 10 player game, a classic Satakore version, £25 and 55 pence. I paid for that one. This is Hyaku Monogatari, 100 stories. This is like the horror game. 100 horror stories on here, and you blow out the candles and like some spirit is supposed to come and haunt you. So play this game at your own peril. I warn you strongly. How much was this one? £26 and 13 pence. I like how they put my name on these orders, on these things. That's really cool. Thunder Force 5. I'm not a big fan of that. I wasn't really massive into Thunder Force 5 games. I didn't like the kind of 3D style of these. I haven't played it much for that reason, but it's in the collection. Thunder Force 5, it's not a bad game at all. £27, 25 pence. Technosoft Classic. Dragon Ball Z, much more expensive now. Definitely one of the harder games to find. I was really happy to get a copy of this with the spine card. But Dragon Ball Z, Idainaru, I think this one is. This is £30 and 67 pence. There's a couple of Dragon Ball games on the Saturn, but this is the one that's more harder to find in the Satakore range. Chaos Seed, yes, this is £38 and 43 pence. This is kind of like an RPG. Well, it is an RPG, in fact. a really good RPG, a very, very good RPG. It's all in Japanese though, so you might have to muddle through to it, but it's a fantastic RPG nonetheless. So that's Chaos Seed at £38.43. So I'll just stop there for now. So all these games so far, that total should come up to £325.11 or something like that. I should have a running total going. We'll see. I might be wrong. This is a very, very hard to find game. Sankyo Fever S. I think it's essentially like a gambling pachinko kind of style game. This one cost me £39.09. So very expensive. But very, 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 very hard to find it was. So that's another one I was really, really happy to get hold of. Sankyo Fever S. Here's the last few now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the top 10. So there's 9 left. Here we go. These are the most expensive ones. Metal Black 2D shoot 'em up. I never got the gold version of this, obviously, because I guess it was going to be in my Satakore collection. But Metal Black 2D arcade shmup. This one was £39.97. Really kind of psychedelic, trippy shoot 'em up. Yeah, if you like your shmups, you might know about that one. Princess Crown. This was £44.58 from Atlas. It's kind of like a 2D platformer. It's got really, really good graphics actually. Nice chunky sprites. Nice game. Very expensive though. Yes. Here's another shmup, 2D shmup, Dodonpachi. Come on now, you know Dodonpachi, 2D arcade, vertical shmup. This one's £44.92. Again, because this is the Satakore version with the spine card, very hard to find. So yeah, again, I was really happy to get a copy of that one. Yeah, £44.92. Silhouette Mirage, a very, very expensive game, not least because it's Treasure, 2D platform. There's no screenshots there, but really expensive. This one, guess how much? 50 quid. £52.26 this one cost. So the prices are now really jumping up here, lads. But we're nearly there. We're nearly at the end. Rockman 8. A couple of Rockman games on the Satakore version, on the Satakore collection. This is number 8. This one cost £58.05. Now, I mean, the majority of these games I got quite a while ago, a couple of years ago now. So these average prices might have gone up already. But at the time, this cost me £58.05. This is the other Rockman game, Rockman X4. Definitely the better of the two games. Really nice, really good game. I'm not massive into Mega Man myself, but I do like this one. So if you're going to get a Rockman game on the Saturn, get this one for sure. Capcom goodness. £61.48, lads. There we go. Okay, here's a real kind of treasure as well in itself. Street Fighter 02 Dash. Satakore version, and what's special about this is because on this version you get Kami unlocked automatically, ready to go. So nice extra stuff on there already, as opposed to the regular Street Fighter 02 version you get on the gold label. So this is the way to go if you want a special version, if you're really, you know, a full collector. I'm not a full collector, but just another version you might be curious about. This is why this one's actually always quite expensive and sought after. This one I've bought a couple of times as well in the past, 60 to 70 pounds. This one cost me £61.48. Yeah, with the spine. If you can pick it up without the spine, get it without the spine, and then if you want the spine later on, find one and trade it out and whatever. But if you can find that game even without the spine, it's worth getting. Bulk Slash, another, even with the gold label, this is an expensive game, but on the Satakore version, yeah, as well, it's expensive. This one's £66.09. This is like a 3D style, I want to say mech kind of game, battle game, Bulk Slash. I think they did kind of like a version on the Dreamcast, I think. But this is the Satakore on the Saturn, £66.09. And now finally, the most expensive game in my Sega Saturn Satakore collection, the final game. There it is. The most sought after, hard to find game in this entire collection. My treasure, Chorokyu Park from Takara. Oh my goodness. Now this game in itself bumps up the price immensely, because this is the game I paid the most money for. Eye-watering, I know, but I'm sure 5-10 years time I will look back on this video and think that was a really good price. So the price of this, are you ready, was £126.04. Yes. So my average has gone way up there, way up. But that's it. Chorokyu Park, the treasure of my collection, and the crowning jewel of this entire Sega Saturn Satakore collection. There it is, all 66 games. Fantastic, so happy to have them. So like I said, each game initially in Japan was released at 2,800 yen, so which averages out to £19.67. And for all 66 of those, I was looking at an average of £1,298.22. So my total that I spent on all these games was £1,151.48. And that is an average of £17.40 for each of these games. So I actually technically spent slightly less than the average, 1967. I spent £17.40 on each of these games over a period of 4 years. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, it's been a crazy ride collecting these games. It's nice to have this collection all done and dusted in the bag, with a nice set of games that I can actually play and enjoy. A lot of them in there are real good gems. I would recommend trying them out. If you got any questions about any of this collection, just give me a shout or mention in the comments below. Maybe I'll do a gameplay of any requests or anything like that. Like you see, the prices have all been set out as of how much I paid for them and stuff. So I hope you found it informative. It's been a long slog to collect these games, but I'll kick off with some retro again in the future. But Sega Saturn, yeah, done for now until whatever comes next. But thanks for watching and sticking with it. So yeah, bye for now.